puppy dog ever, Xena the Glamper Camper. And you guys, we are going to be unboxing this pool vacuum, okay? So, I literally have no idea if we're gonna have to put this together or what goes into this, but this is the AIPER pool vacuum. It's their new one for 2024. So me and Xena are going to be opening this up for you guys today. So definitely, if you are excited, stay tuned to the end. We're gonna see if it's fully charged. We're gonna drop it in the pool, like right when we're done opening it. But really fast, dear God, thank you so much for allowing me and Xena to make such fun videos. We hope that you continue to be the father of the universe forever. We know that you will, but we continue to hope that you provide all of the children, all of the furry friends, all of your children all across this giant earth to get to the food, get to the things, get to the everything they need to survive through you. Amen. Okie dokie, you guys. Right off the bat, Xena's a little bummed out that this pool vacuum is not for her. So she does have one of her little partnership bandanas on. This is by a brand, Lucy & Co. You guys, they are linked down below. We've got a promo code for you. This was from their Valentine's Day collection, but we love their stuff. Super, super cute. But right off the bat, we are just going to dig into this little package. So, and little, I mean, it's literally huge. And you guys, Amazon put it in another box. So it's like ginormous and it's heavy. So I'm gonna see if I can do this without a knife. And the funniest thing about this is we actually just returned a pool vacuum. We were going to do a YouTube review on it, but Mr. Cameraman did not like it after the first use, or after trying it, so that one got returned. So now we're gonna try out this one. Let's get this thing wide open. Okay, finally we get an actual box. So this was in a giant box, then this box, and then in here is the actual box. Whew. Okay, here it is, you guys. Now supposedly, this thing has caterpillar treads for superior mobility and intelligent path planning, so it plans the route of your pool, supposedly, and it cleans the pool up to 1,600 square feet. And this will climb the walls. It's weird, it says bring vacation home. I'm not quite sure. I mean, maybe if you have a pool, it's like you're at vacation whenever you want. But the whole slogan, bring vacation home, just, it annoys me. How is cleaning my pool bringing vacation home? I don't get it, but whatever. So this is the AIPER, AIPER Scuba S1. If you guys are interested, it is linked down below. Like I said, we got this from Amazon. Now this is totally cordless. Like I said, the caterpillar treads, unparalleled cleaning performance, intelligent path planning. Apparently it's going to last for 150 minutes, and like I said, it's going to clean a 1,600 square foot pool. So let's scoot the queen over a little bit. She can take a little snooze up there. And again, I'm going to try to get this without a knife. I'm too lazy to get up. Now, the nice thing about these vacuums, if you guys have a pool, if you've ever had a pool vacuum, some of them, like we actually still have our old one. It, like, there's a big tube, a big cord, like where all the leaves and stuff get sucked, like running through your pool. So it's really nice with these cordless options that, and tubeless options, that it's basically just like a vacuum. It doesn't have like a tube running through the water into the skimmer basket. Okay. Wow, they really don't want you to be able to open this thing. Cover the actual box in tape, then put it inside of another box, then put it inside of another box. Okie dokie. Right off the bat, when you open it, AIPER, bring vacation home, tips for using your AIPER pool cleaner. I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly. And then they've got everything in a bunch of different languages. So it says, please fully charge before using it for your first use. Before charging, ensure that the charging port is completely dry. When on auto mode, the device will prioritize wall and water lines. And then once it's a 50% battery, it'll do the floor. On eco mode, it will start after being fully submerged and reaching the pool floor. Device will clean every 48 hours for 45 minutes for a total of 3 cleaning sessions. So you put it in, if you put it in on eco mode, you leave it in for 3 days. Or for 2 days. And then it cleans your pool. Or no, the device will clean every 48 hours for 45 minutes. So 3 cleaning sessions, so 6 days. The actual cleaning performance may be influenced, blah, 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 blah. Okay, time to get into this thing. There's kind of a pretty little branding thing. I really don't get it. Bring vacation home. Someone cleaning their own pool is most certainly not vacation-esque. Why are you telling me to bring vacation home? Okay. Then you get a user manual. Hopefully this is going to be pretty easy to use, like other pool vacuums, I'd hope. So hopefully we're not even going to need a user manual. Inside of this little box, you get the charging cord. Looks pretty nice. And then you also get a hook that you put on a pole so that you can scoop the vacuum up out the water. Okie dokie. All devices are tested underwater before leaving the factory. It is normal for there to be some water droplets. Okay, that's cool, I guess. So now, it appears we don't have to put it together. Looks like it's already a thing. So, I'll make sure there's nothing else in this box. Kind of wasteful packaging. This, all the extra boxes, this, I don't understand why they needed all this cardboard and stuff. So now, if we actually look at the vacuum itself, and you guys, I'm gonna go drop it in the pool. So even though it's not fully charged, hopefully it's got a little bit of a charge. So if you guys are interested in seeing it get dropped in the pool, definitely stay watching. Okay, oh, this is gonna be satisfying. I gotta get close to you guys. If I can get an edge. Here's another one. Okie dokie. So, this is what the vacuum looks like. Very, very simple. I think this is what it's referring to on the box about Caterpillar tread. Those are on the sides. Then it has this little like rubbery brushy thing, and then all the leaves and stuff would get sucked up right into there. So, oh, there's even more protective film on the side. And again, the vacuum says bring vacation home. I am not bringing vacation home. Their slogan is really infuriating me. Okay. They've got protective film all over this thing. We'll pull off the last one. Both sides of the vacuum tell you to bring vacation home, so you better start bringing vacation home. Now, right away, I just want to open this thing up, see what it looks like in here. So, this is where all of the, like if you have a stray little pebble off your Pebble Tech, or if you have any leaves, any dirt, that's where this is all gonna go. So up through the bottom right here, all your stuff gets sucked up in there. And other than that, there's really nothing going on in here. So we'll just drop that back in. And then, not entirely sure, but there's a little flap back here Not entirely sure what it does, but there's no plugins or anything back there. Right here is where you charge it. So you just want to make sure once you drop it in the pool that this is totally sealed, and you want to make sure after it's come out of the pool you're ready to charge it. You don't want any water to be inside of there, or else that could not be very fun. And I'm also not entirely sure what this little area is for either, but we can see once we have that, we do have a stick for the hook, but you would just hook it and then pull it out of the pool like that, right in the front here. And then again, to charge it, you would just plug in right in the back. So now, maybe it doesn't have a charge at all. I just clicked the power button and it did not light up. Okay, this has a blue light on it right here. I'm not sure if that means fully charged, but we just turned it on, you guys. And let's turn it off so it doesn't start to try to do anything while it's on the bed. But we are gonna go drop this thing in the pool and see what happens. Again, you guys, Zena's a little bummed that this present isn't for her, but she is wearing this super cute bandana. They have tons more on Lucy & Co.'s website, linked promo code down below. Definitely check it out. So now, I'm going to take you guys with me, and we are going to go drop this thing in the pool, see what happens. So, again, I think it's funny that we just ordered this because we just returned the last pool vac that me and Zena were supposed to do a YouTube review on, but Mr. Cameraman was not a fan. So, in this one, you guys, I'm like carrying this one-handed. It is not super heavy, so that is also a pro of this vacuum. The last one we had was ginormous. Okay. And if you like these kind of hectic lives, me and Zena like to film them. Seems like you guys enjoy watching them too. So definitely tell us about it down below. Now, when you press the power button, look very. Yes, this is live. Sorry it keeps disconnecting. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but we just dropped in our new pool vac, and it is linked in the description, but look at that. It is already climbing up the walls. It looks like it's doing really well. Already climbing up the walls. It looks like it's doing really well. So according to the directions, it's going to start on the walls, and then once the battery to the directions, it's going to start on the walls. And then once the battery is down to 50%, then it will move to the floor. So I really just wanted to do a quick little just live drop-in of this thing, because we've had other vacs in the past where they will literally just keep doing the same movement, the same spot over and over. So far it's already done that same portion of the wall 2 times. So thank you very much, Drew. So we're going to see what happens now. Now it's coming up onto our first step. It might get stuck right here. This is kind of a hard area for a lot of pool vacs because of the angles. It's just kind of a weird spot. Let's see if it realizes that it's a little bit stuck. We'll see if it turns around and tries to go the other direction. Okay, so it does appear to be stuck. We're going to give it a little bit longer just to see if it moves. If this thing is already stuck, that is definitely not a pro to this vacuum. Oh, nope. It figured out that it obviously wasn't moving, so now it's decided to go somewhere else. Now, it says that it has smart, like mapping. I'm not entirely sure what that means, obviously. Right now, it appears that it wants to retry that area. So, okay, so right now it thinks it's up against like the wall, the water line. We'll see if it figures out how to get around that top step. So again, the spot it's in right now, it's already been cleaned 3 times. So that's definitely not going to be dirty right there. I want to see how it kind of moves around, because like I said, so far it's only cleaned the same part of the wall 3 times in a row. And out of that blue thing in the back, it appears there's, see that water right there? Looks like it just spit out water. Okay, so now it's decided to move. Hit the umbrella. Okay, now it's decided to clean the umbrella. This thing is a little wild, you guys. I am not sure if I'm liking it so far. Hello, DP Modern. We're doing a little live review. I just unboxed this thing. I already forgot the exact model name, but it's in the title and it's in the description down below. Sorry that we were cutting out over and over earlier. I did turn off my Wi-Fi. So now it's like up in the air. Do you guys see that? It just kind of went up onto the floor. It wasn't on the wall or anything. So now it looks like it's just going to go over the edge. See, it did it. See how it's like up? It puts its butt up like that. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, it just fell down 1 step. Now it's officially on the floor of the pool. It's going towards that right there, which is good. There's algae, dead algae that needs to be scooped up. So obviously I'm not going to be able to get like a full-blown like opinion on how well it cleans the pool just from one live. But so far, I mean, I really like how light it is. I really like how easy it is to operate. Our last pool vacuum, you needed to like put an app on your phone. It was very complicated. So those 2 things I really like. I also like the color. I mean, it's aesthetic looking, I guess. But so far it doesn't seem to be super like smart, I guess. So right now it's trying to come up the wall. We'll see if it makes it all the way up to the top. Right now it is right on top of our pool light. There's a little glass like shield in front of the light. So we'll see if it has the ability to go over that. It looks like it's getting stuck on that light. So far it's gotten stuck 3 times. And once it realizes that it's like not doing anything, then it tries to go another direction. So now it's going for that same exact spot again. It's not giving up. Okay, and this time, you guys, it made it over the light. So now we're going to see it come all the way up to the top. You can see those brushes in action. It sure doesn't stay up there very long. And now it has decided to go. Where's it going? Now it's going to go up the step. So it doesn't really seem like there's a method to the madness. I'm a little bit confused on how it actually maps out your pool. So far, it doesn't really seem to be like trying to follow the edge or like trying to like hit, move, hit, move, hit, move. It just seems like it's going random. So I'm not quite sure how with those random motions it will map out the pool. Maybe that takes a while. And I'm also a little bit confused because in the maybe it's not on eco mode. Actually, I need to figure out how to put it in eco mode, because maybe it's only going to do the walls first and then the floor if it's in eco mode. Not entirely sure. Let's look at the instructions really fast. I didn't think that there was, on the little piece of paper that it gave me, it just said about the eco mode. So, and thanks again to anyone who's watching. Me and Zena like to do these little videos. Okay, so this is the little pamphlet that it gave me. So I assume it's on auto mode. I don't know how to put it in different modes. But it says when on auto mode, the device will prioritize walls and waterline cleaning. When the battery level drops below 50%, it will switch to cleaning the pool floor. Well, it must not be in auto mode then, because so far it's been cleaning the floor and the walls like equally. It hasn't been like focusing on the walls by any means. And then this little booklet also says, on eco mode, the device will start cleaning after being fully submerged and reaching the pool floor. After the initial cleaning of your pool floor, the device will clean every 48 hours for 45 minutes. So on eco mode, you can leave it in there for days. It'll just clean over and over again. On regular mode, you drop it in, it does its thing. It will take 50% of its energy on walls. Somehow it knows what a wall and what a floor is. And then it'll spend 50% of the energy on the floor, and then it will die, and then you just pull it out and charge it. I get it now. Okay, so we'll go drop this back in the box, and we will head back outside to see what the pool vac is doing. And I might just kind of leave you guys with a view of the pool vac for a while. See what happens. Like I said, it said charge it, but I didn't want to. And okay, so now it's back up on the steps. Interesting. So I want to know, how does it decide where to go? So it came back up on the steps. Now it did that wall. Now we're going to see where it goes again. Okay, coming back up on the wall. That's good. Now I don't know if you guys just realized that I moved with it. So I don't know if you could tell, but it kind of like went sideways along the top. So now it backs up a little bit. And then it appears to shoot water out the blue hole in the back. And then it moves forward again. Now this is the same exact spot, you guys, as earlier. So now this spot has been cleaned like 4 times. Not entirely sure why it wants to keep doing that spot. Okay, so now it's going to go down. It's going to back up. It's going to blow water out the back and turn. Okay, so now this is the step it got stuck on earlier, so it's trying to go up on that step. And so right now it's not doing anything. So you can see right here, the caterpillar's not touching, the caterpillar's not touching, and these brushes are not touching. So as of right now, it is stuck right there. So now that it's stuck, let's see if it's gonna try to, if it's gonna be able to get unstuck. Okay, yep, so it just backed up. And now let's see. It's going to turn. And it just blew. Okay, see, so now it's totally on its, like, butt end. Now it just landed on the wall. And now let's see what it does when it comes up. Right here is our skimmer basket. And then we've got the, oh, so right now it's right on top of the thermostat. So now it's stopped. Now it's gonna back up. Again, we've got this vacuum linked down below. I've got to be honest, so far I'm not super impressed. It has repetitively cleaned the same exact area, and it has gotten stuck multiple times. But what it appears to do, for the first 50% of its battery life, it's going to focus on the walls. So what it does is it comes up the wall, it stays at the top for a little bit at the water line, then it goes back down, backs up a little bit, shoots air out of the air hole on the back, turns, and then comes at like a little bit over on the same wall. And you can see like that, this was just in the scrubbers and it never got sucked up. This is a little like flower bloom. So I'm gonna leave it there and see if the next time it comes up, if it's gonna be able to suck that up. So far I've watched multiple things get into the scrubbers, but then they never got sucked up. Okay, so now it's gonna come up the wall again. See, now what if I do this? Okay, so again, this same flower was in the scrubbers. It got like sucked around the scrubbers, but then it never got sucked up by the vacuum. So I'm not really understanding, I guess. So now what it does once it gets to the ground, backs up, blows water out the blue. Oh, see, now it turned like a lot. So now it's going a totally different direction. So I don't know how it's mapping the pool if it appears to just be going in a random direction. So now it turned back this way. Okay, so now it's coming at an angle. So none of this right here just got cleaned. None of this like curved area. And now it's gonna start coming up the wall right here. And right here, you can actually see there's lots of little pieces of leaves that it is not scrubbing, that it's not getting up high enough to the actual water edge. I mean, it's coming to the water edge, but there's, when the water moves, stuff can stick higher up. So the vacuum is not getting high enough to get everything on the water's edge. So now let's see what it's gonna do. This thing is supposedly supposed to be mapping out our pool right now. So we're just gonna sit here for a couple of minutes now that we're in the shade, and we are just going to see what happens for a little bit. What's up, Maxie? What is up is we're testing out this new pool vac, and I've got to be honest, So far, it is not doing the best of jobs, but really the true test will be once it dies, we can pull it out and see how much is in the little vacuum basket. But right now it's coming up the wall again. And do you guys see right there? I don't even know if you can see that. All of that stuff, it is not getting. Like all of that brown, all of those petals, all of that debris, it's not actually scrubbing above the water line. So the vacuum is coming to the water line. The vacuum is coming up to the water line, but the scrubber is not scrubbing anything above the water. So there's all of this layer right here where my finger's touching, all of this crusty stuff that the vacuum is not able to get. Do you like this thing? Do you have this AIPER, the exact one? Okay, so right here, just see all those leaves? They just went around a couple times. It appears, and then right there, that stuff, it's not, the scrubbers are not touching any of that stuff, and that leaf did not get sucked up. Well, according to the box, it's supposed to scrub the water line, which it's not, the vacuum is coming to the water line, but the scrubber is not scrubbing the water line. The scrubber is only scrubbing under the water, which is, it's not, that wouldn't accomplish anything with a pool vac, because if the leaves and such were under the water line, they would not be stuck to the wall. So we'll see what it does next. The vacuum that we just returned did a really good job on the walls. Better at scrubbing the water line than this one is doing, so we'll see. So right now, those leaves just got sucked in, but the vacuum is not gonna suck them up. They're stuck in the scrubber. So really what this thing is doing is the stuff that is touching the leaves, it's gonna scrub them, but it's not gonna suck them up. See, there's one of the leaves. Did not get sucked into the vacuum. And you can see more stuff is stuck to that scrub, the scrubbing part in the front, but it's not getting sucked up into the vacuum. It's just getting scrubbed off of the walls. See, this is a good angle. You can see the scrub brush is coming above the water, but the highest part of the scrub brush is not touching the tile. So that's my biggest beef with this thing so far. So right here, it was just right here, and all of that is still there. The scrubber could not do anything to this crusty. It could not do anything to these floating debris right here. It could not do anything to this crusty. Let's see, hopefully if it keeps going in the path that it's going, it's going to come right here. So hopefully it's going to at least be able to do its job a little bit by sucking up these leaves if they get in the scrubber. This is kind of a fun angle. Okay, so a leaf just went in there, and you can see it keeps going around on the scrub brush, but it's not getting vacuumed up. And then it stops a couple inches down the wall, and now it's going to go backwards. So now I'm really interested to see, we have like real stones. Actually, I mean, I don't know if they're concrete just made to look like that, but they look real, and they're like built in around the pool. So now it's going to be really interesting to see what this vacuum does at the base of this stone. And again, all of these leaves are right in its path, so it should be vacuuming up those leaves, you would think. Okay. Those leaves just went into the scrubber. So it is doing the bottom of the rock. I like that. And you guys, those leaves it appears to actually have sucked up. There's no leaves coming up from the front. All of the leaves that were just right here are gone. So that, it did a pretty good job on that. And that was a clump of like 5 or 6 leaves. So it definitely can suck them up while it's scrubbing. It just doesn't seem like it does that very accurate or very like constantly all the time. So now, and this vacuum, I'm not sure if we have the same vacuum because this vacuum is specifically designed to suck up leaves. There is actually a compartment inside of the vacuum where you'd empty out all of the leaves. So this vacuum is most definitely designed to suck up leaves. Okie dokie. So again, now it's just working its way around the edge. So what appears to have happened over here is, and this is a hard spot for most robots, but this having the steps, different drop-offs, this was too confusing of an area for the robot to be able to adequately clean the walls. So a lot of the edges, a lot of the water line in this area was not cleaned at all. The vacuum started right here. It cleaned right where my foot is about 4 times. It went down here, got stuck on the light a couple of times, and then slowly it's been waking its way back up. It came here, it did this section right here, it skipped the entire curve, and from about right here on, it has done a very good job at, it'll do like this exact spot, then it'll do this exact spot. So from about right here, it's done actually a pretty good job at really getting the entire edge. Like I've said a couple times now, it's not getting up all the way to the scrubbing, the area that really needs to be scrubbed, but it is scrubbing everything that is under the water. Now this vacuum again is designed to vacuum up all of the leaves. It has not done an amazing job at vacuuming so far, but it's scrubbing. So again, I'll show you guys. The highest part of the scrubber is not actually touching anything, if that makes sense. So even though the scrub brush maybe ends right here, it's not actually scrubbing that high. It's maybe scrubbing that high. So like this stuff just floating around, it did not suck up that time. So and I'm just gonna let it keep going, and after a while I'll pull it out and see if there's even any leaves in the vacuum compartment. See, now this time it got higher. This caterpillar went above this little lip right here. So that time it did go higher, so it did get like all the way up to what needed to be scrubbed. So you can actually see, right here, that line looks pretty bare. And you can see right here, all of that floating crusty stuff right there. And then on the other side, you can see all of that floating crust stuff. So in this little section that it just came up, it actually did a good job. So now it appears to have turned completely. So it's gonna skip this entire corner, all of this, and then it's gonna come up right here, I guess. So again, it's not super clear how it actually maps because it doesn't appear to be like just looking for edge. It also appears to be going around on the bottom too. And again, those scrubbers, they are right in this spot. They are not accomplishing anything because everything that needs to be scrubbed is right above the water, and the actual scrub brush itself is only scrubbing underneath the water. See all of that stuff right there? That scrubber is not scrubbing anything. It's only scrubbing the wall under the water line. It's not scrubbing like at the water line or above the water line. Now that's a good test. There's a lot of stuff on that water line, and it is not getting any of it. All of that debris is still there. Looks like it maybe got a little bit of it, but you can see all of that crusty stuff, all of those little leaves. Look at that huge spider. I don't know if you guys can see that. In our pool, spiders love to live right on the edge of the pool. And look at that, I splashed him and he's already back up on the wall. See, now that time it's getting up high enough. It's really getting up there so it can get everything right above the water line. And even though it's high enough, you can see there it did not get it. So, I don't know. Now this next wall that it should be trying to go up is a bench. So we'll see what happens when it gets to the bench. Okay, so now it's turned completely. So it appears to be skipping a lot of that wall that we're looking at right now. So it skipped, I don't know, maybe a foot, maybe 2 feet. And now it's about to go up the bench. So we are going to see what happens once it gets to the top of the bench. And it's just going to stop right there. It's not going to go up onto the sittable part of the bench. So now it just went down and it went up on the same exact part of the bench. So now it's decided to go the opposite way on the wall that it's been going the whole time. And again, it gets to the top of that bench, and then it cannot get on to where you sit. It just stops right there on the side. So again, I'm sure this is cleaning the walls very, very well. It's just not scrubbing the water's edge, the actual stuff that needs to be scrubbed. And now it wants to go up the exact same spot it was just on. Now it's going above the bench. Okay, now it went all the way up. Now it is on top. So now look at that, is high enough. That is how high it needs to get to actually scrub the water's edge like it says it does. Okay, so that I was happy with. That worked out. So now as it backs up, it's going to be on that bench. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens. But again, you can see all this stuff that did not actually get sucked up. It just got scrubbed off. Now it appears to be stuck. It's not moving at all. You can see the wheels are moving, but the vacuum is not moving. So we'll see what it does next. It looks like it's slowly starting to tip this way. It's still stuck. So we're gonna see what it decides to do. So far, it's gotten stuck numerous times, and it just spins for quite a while, and then eventually it figures out that it's not moving, and then it tries to reverse or go another direction. So right now, you can see none of the caterpillar wheel is touching anything. So now finally it dislodged itself. So now what I'm going to do, I feel like you guys have seen a lot of what it is capable of on the walls. So what I'm going to do is pull it out. So far it's been in the pool for like, well, this live is 50 minutes and 7 seconds. It's been in the pool for about half an hour. So it should definitely have leaves in it. This is another hook that we've had before. It'll work the same though. So that time it went up onto the top of the step. Now pool bags, when you hold them out of the water, they should automatically turn off. I think this guy just did. So now what I want to see is after 30 minutes, like I showed you guys, a lot of the leaves that went over, it did not suck up. So right now, I want to show you guys what it did actually suck up from about 30 minutes of scrubbing the sides. And it is making all sorts of noises over there. I'm not sure what's going on. So, right here is the leaf basket. Let's open this baby up. Okay, so you can see in here, this is what it has sucked up in about 30 minutes. I mean, that is quite a bit of stuff. Like I said and like I showed, it did miss a lot of stuff still, however. It is doing a really good job at getting like the little twigs. That has been kind of a problem with our pool. We have a lot of little plants that make these little twigs, and a lot of vacuums don't like to suck them up. So this one did do a good job on that. And like I said, it's doing a good job at cleaning the sides of the pool. It's doing good. It's even done the bottom a little bit. It's just not the best at physically scrubbing the water line. So now, I just popped that back in. I don't know if it stays. Okay, let's turn it back on. And then if you hold the power button again, it just turns off again. Okay, so the way you get to the different modes is after you hold it to turn it on, you just click the power button one time, and there's like 4 different things. So once I drop this guy back in, we'll go inside, and we will figure out what those different things mean so that you guys will know. So, I mean, so far it's doing a good job. Just not a really good job on physically actually scrubbing the water line. But now what we'll do is we'll let it do its thing. I'll give you guys an update maybe later today in a YouTube short or in a really short YouTube live, or maybe tomorrow, the next day, whenever. I'll give you guys an update. So now I want to figure out what those different modes are when you click the power button. And I'm gonna let it do its thing in there. Come on, Zena, come on. It's nice and cool in the bedroom. That's why we did this unboxing in here. Again, look at how cute the little queen is. Promo code link down below to the amazing company that makes super cute little dog bandanas. But let me turn you guys and put the little tripod down. Now we'll figure out what those different modes are. Frequently asked questions. Can I use for infinity pools? The device can climb steps, but cannot clean them. That's a little problematic. It says that right in the frequently asked questions. The device cannot clean steps, it can only clean them. So that is a negative. Why does the device automatically shut down after being turned on? To check whether it has entered the pool. Okay. Okay. Okay, now that we're in the house, it keeps disconnecting again, so I just got you guys on my Wi-Fi. So once I figure out this answer, we're going to go ahead and end this live just so it doesn't keep cutting out on you guys. I'm sure that's very frustrating. Okay, so you press the power button for 2 seconds to turn on the device. Then, if you press the power button again, it goes to pool floor. If you press it again, it goes to pool walls. If you press it again, it goes to eco. Now the eco mode is where you just leave it in there for days and days. Every 48 hours, it'll do a 45-minute clean. So, right now it's in for auto. To turn it in auto mode, you just hold the power button for 2 seconds and it turns on. And it's not amazing at doing the walls like in a row like it shows on here. It shows that it kind of maps out your pool. It goes like one line at a time. like I showed you guys a little bit ago, it did skip pretty large portions of our pool wall. But like I said, once it's done running, we'll see what happens. So yeah, I mean, that is pretty much it. So me and Zena are very, very grateful for any of you who have watched this video, watched a lot of the video, even if you just watched like 10 seconds of the video. We are very, very grateful for you. Again, the pool vac is linked down below. If you want to see it in action, definitely go to the start of this video or rewind a little bit. Actually, we will give you guys one more look at the vac. Again, Lucy & Co. makes beautiful dog bandanas, linked down below with a promo code. Let's give you guys one more view of the vac, and then we're going to call this good. Let's see if it disconnects again once I go outside. Okay. So now it's back to there. It's already cleaned that section. So, yeah. Well, if you liked this video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit that bell so that you see the next time this little cutie tries out a new product or uploads a new video or goes live. Get out and enjoy what God has given us, and get out and enjoy nature and food as much as we do. Have a great one. Bye.